Hello and welcome back to Free Spirit Yoga. I'm Sally and today is day 12 of the Samaritans 30-day yoga challenge. Today we're circling back to the session which I'm calling Speaking Our Truth. In today's session we're going to be looking more at chanting the Om sound. We looked at it last week. We had some very bad chanting from me, so hopefully today I'm going to do a little bit better. Now, the Om sound has been part of yoga lineages for thousands of years. Okay, the first references that we have to the Om sound are in the early Upanishads, which are an ancient Hindu scripture that date back to around the 6th to 8th century BCE, so before the Common Era. And they believed the Om sound to be the universal sound, the sound of the universe. And the asanas we've been practicing actually only date from around the 19th century. So the Om sound is very much more part of yoga than asana practice. And of course, the purpose of yoga is to still the mind, to quieten the mind, to empty the mind. And chanting the Om sound is a way of doing that. And personally, I just love the feeling of the vibrations that it creates in your body and the calmness that it creates in my mind. Now, if you're a bit, about chanting, keep an open mind, because I was exactly the same. Before I started practicing yoga, before I trained in India, I would have been like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But now I absolutely really love it. So give it a go. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by chanting the Om sound to open the session. And then we're going to do some asana practices, some positions that are going to help to open up our muscles, our intercostal muscles, our chest, our shoulders, our throat, to ease our ability to chant. And then afterwards we're going to chant the Om sound again to close the session, and I just want you to see, the difference. See if you feel like you've loosened up, see if you find it easier to make that sound, if you feel freer to do that. Okay, let's get started. I've talked for long enough. So we're going to start in a seated position. So as always, if you would like to sit on a cushion or a folded blanket, please do so. If you want to sit with your legs straight out in front of you rather than crossed, that's also absolutely fine. We do want to sit with a nice straight back so that our abdomen is unobstructed, so that our mind wanders less. And what we're going to do, as I said, is we're going to start by chanting the Om sound. We're going to chant it 6 times. We're going to close our eyes and we're just going to feel the vibrations through our body. If you want to place a hand on your chest so you can really feel the vibrations, then do so. It can be a really nice thing to do. So remember the Om sound, it begins at the back of the throat with that then comes to the middle of the mouth with rounded lips, ooh, and then to the front of the mouth with closed lips, So let's try that. Let's get started. Closing your eyes. I'm going to breathe in through your nose. Remember also, as you exhale, as you're making that sound, remember to draw your tummy in to control that vocalized exhalation. Okay, let's begin. Breathing in through your nose. few deep breaths. Keeping your focus on your breath and opening your eyes. I just love that feeling. I love the feeling of the vibrations of the arm sound. Okay, so now let's come and do a few asanas. That's just going to help to stretch our muscles out, the muscles that are involved in breathing. So let's come on to all fours. We're going to start with a few rounds of good old cat-cow. So remember, hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Exhale and round your back, tucking your head under your body, the cat stretch. Inhaling, dipping your belly, looking up to the ceiling, the cow stretch. Just keep on moving between the two poses with your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Okay, coming back to tabletop position. We're now going to practice the puppy pose to stretch our chest, our intercostal muscles, and our shoulders, to bring our shoulders back. So for the puppy pose, we're going to keep our hips above our knees as we walk our hands forward, keeping our arms straight and shoulder width apart. Then bring your forehead down to the mat. Just take slow, steady breaths. Okay, now walking your hands back up again into tabletop position. We're now going to come in to downwards facing dog. So remember, we're going to tuck our toes under. Make sure the fingers are spread on your hands, so you've got good base foundation with your hands. And then exhale, push your bottom up and back. Bring your head in between your arms to look up at your belly button. Remember that the bottom is getting pushed up and back while you're trying to bring your heels down towards the floor. It doesn't matter if they're actually on the floor, but there should be that tension, that stretch between the heels and the bottom. Straight arms, looking up towards your belly button. And now walking your hands in towards your feet, into the forward fold position. From the forward fold position, we're going to inhale, raise our arms up, looking up as we inhale, and exhale our arms down. Next, we're going to really stretch out our intercostal muscles and our shoulders, our chest and our throat by practicing the locked hand raising pose that we have practiced a few times before. So we're going to stand with our feet about shoulder distance apart, toes pointing slightly out. And we're going to inhale, raise our arms up, keeping them straight, crossing our arms at the wrist and looking up towards Your hands really reaching for the ceiling, looking right up, and then exhale down. And then we're going to do the same again, but cross the arms the other way. We're going to inhale, reach right up, really reach up, looking up, and then exhale down. Once more to each side. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, really reaching up, and exhale. Good. Next is the swaying palm tree pose, which again is going to really open up the intercostal muscles and the chest. We're going to interlock our fingers, push our palms up as high as we can towards the ceiling, trying to bring our arms straight, trying to bring them to touch our ears. And then we're going to exhale, lean to the side. Remember to try to keep the arms straight, try not to bend that arm. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale as you come through the center, try to really reach up. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more to each side. Really reach up through in the center and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to the center and exhale your arms down. Good. Okay, next, keeping your feet in the same position, we're going to practice a pose called double angle pose. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see more easily what I'm doing. I'm going to interlock my fingers behind my back. So I'm interlocking the fingers like this. And I'm trying to bring the palms together. So I'm pushing the chest forwards, bringing the shoulders back. Trying to bring the hands out away from my back, from my bottom. But as I said, trying to keep the palms together, trying to keep the arms straight. And then we're going to exhale, keeping the legs straight, fold forwards. Keep on looking forward, so we're opening the throat. Now you may only get to about here, that's absolutely fine, okay? But try to keep those palms together. Look forwards, bring the arms up as high as you can. Okay, this is really opening up the chest and the shoulders. And also the throat by looking forwards as we're doing. And then inhale, come up and release your hands. Give your arms a good shake out. Good, and just let them swing around your body. Just loosen off. Okay, now we're going to come back down to the mat and we're going to practice that the modified version of the Camel's Pose. So we're going to come down onto our knees. Now I'm going to face to the side so you can see me, but my knees are about hip distance apart. Okay, so remember we're going to place the hands in the small of our back to support our low back. We're going to keep our hips and our thighs pushed forward as we lift the chest. So imagine again that string coming from the chest, pulling up towards the ceiling, looking up to the ceiling, pulling the shoulders right back and hold. This is the Camel Pose, or modification of the Camel's Pose. Good, and inhaling, coming up. Okay, so hopefully this has just helped you to stretch out our breathing muscles. So it's going to help us with a bit of a looser, easier chant of the Om sound. So let's come back down to a seated position on the mat. So So again, now we're going to chant the Om sound 6 times. So make sure that you are sitting with a nice straight back, your shoulders are back. Just rest your hands wherever they feel comfortable. Going to close our eyes. Just start by taking a few breaths. Keep your body and your mind relaxed. Okay, breathing in through your nose. Okay, slowly opening your eyes. I think that was 6 Oms. It might have been 7, I lost count. I was so involved in just feeling the experience of chanting that sound and feeling the vibrations in my body, connecting with the universe. Okay, let's come into Savasana now, into relaxation. So coming to lay on the mat with your legs straight, your feet apart, your arms slightly out away from the side of your body with your palms facing up. Close your eyes and relax. Okay, bringing your legs together, bending your knees, and rolling slowly over onto your side, and gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. Thank you very much for joining me for day 12. Please join me again tomorrow for day 13. If you haven't donated yet to the Samaritans, then please do so by following the links below. If you enjoyed this button, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do so. Okay, Thank you very much. Bye bye.